We're getting mixed reports. Apparently, some student on campus threatened black students. That person is being dealt with. That's in the aftermath of all of this. Then there are questions about whether some of the reported incidents are true. Bring us up to date with what's really happening.
Well, first of all, it wasn't a student that threatened the other students. It was a 19-year-old kid who lived in a town about 90 miles away, and using Yik Yak or some other social media, they were able to find out about him. One of the other things that was debunked was the smearing of the swastika with feces. Was an old picture that has been circulating the internet for over a year. Nothing's really changed, Sean. A lot of people at the University of Missouri school system are embarrassed by this, including black students, and they find it as nonsensical as probably most of America.
What do you think, Sheriff?
Well, first of all, these aren't protests. This is an insurrection. This is a rebellion. It's pretty obvious to me that not much learning activity goes on in many of these colleges and universities across the United States. But you know who gets left out of this, Sean, is the taxpayer. These are tax-supported schools. That president that resigned and these professors, they don't work for the students. They work for the taxpayers of Missouri, and the taxpayers ought to stand up and demand that their money stop being spent to fund these laboratories of liberal indoctrination. No wonder we end up near the bottom now in international scholastic competitions. No more, like I said, learning activity is secondary now on these college campuses. The only discrimination that people should be railing against in these colleges and universities are these programs that discriminate against white and Asian students in favor of less qualified black students for entry into the university. That's something that has served its usefulness, and that sort of discrimination is what should end.
Back, Sheriff.
Let me answer, Sean.
Well,
you never give me a chance to reply.
Why are you complaining? You just had the floor.
These students are a product of these professors and of the university. They fill their heads with this nonsense, like I said. This cultural isolation is retrogressive. This doesn't help anybody. We've gone from this multicultural idea, which I think is problematic anyway, and all of a sudden we want to isolate people again, create spaces for black people to go and heal. I mean, this stuff is nonsense. Let's get back to the topic of academic rigor, study, intellectual conversations going on, and forget all these rebellions and these insurrections. That's all this is.
All right. Thank you all for being with us.
Forget students standing up for their rights. That's a shame you actually say that and be a peace officer.
They don't even know what their rights are.
All right, coming up, thank you all. 2016 GOP.